WTF? Who's in charge?
The President of the United States is in charge.
And what do you know about those details?
Well, as I mentioned,
it looks like your boss just pulled the rug out from under you and paused the tariffs.
Donald Trump's Trade Representative Jamieson Greer found himself on quite a sticky wicket. And it was not of his own doing. It was his boss who literally threw him under the bus. Here's what happened. Now, Jamieson Greer was deposing before a House committee defending Donald Trump's sweeping tariffs. Now, the tariffs that Donald Trump has called Liberation Day, the tariffs that have actually created chaos in markets. And Jamieson Greer spent all of Tuesday defending these tariffs, saying that even if it meant a short-term shock to the stock market, even if businesses were impacted, these tariffs needed to be put in place because it was effectively meant to make America great again. And then he was caught on the wrong foot. In fact, while he was deposing before this committee, Donald Trump took to Truth Social, his social media handle, and said he was pausing tariffs for 90 days. Sure, he left China out of it and increased tariffs on China to 125%. But Jamieson Greer literally found out in the committee hearing that his boss had taken a decision that he was to find out in such a manner. And that's why he was grilled by a Democratic representative who actually said that this is not how serious policy making is done. And he also said that this is something that should be taken a lot more seriously given that it impacts American taxpayers, because the tariffs finally are borne by American taxpayers. Watch this exchange that went on between a Democratic representative and Jamieson Greer, who tried to defend what was happening when he was in fact caught completely unawares by that Donald Trump post.
Are you aware that the tariffs have been paused?
I am, yes.
When were you made aware of that?
Well, I understood the decision was made a few minutes ago. It's
sitting here
under discussion.
Sitting here under discussion. So did you know that this was under discussion, and why did you not include that as part of your opening remarks?
So typically what I don't do is divulge the contents of my discussions with
What are the
President
details of the
Congress.
pause?
Well, my understanding is that because so many countries have decided not to retaliate, we're going to have about 90 days. I haven't spoken to the president since I've been
So the
in this
trade
hearing.
representative hasn't spoken to the president of the United States about a global reordering of trade.
Yes, I have.
And
I've just been in the hearing with you, sir.
But yet he announced it on a tweet? WTF? Who's in charge?
The President of the United States is in charge.
And what do you know about those details?
Well, as I mentioned,
it looks like your boss just pulled the rug out from under you and paused the tariffs, the taxes on the American people. There's no strategy. You just found out 3 seconds ago sitting here. We saw you.
We've been discussing a
If
variety
you
of
came here knowing that you were going to be turned off, that these tariffs were going to be turned off, why didn't you include that in your opening statement? Why didn't you reference that as part of your testimony?
Well, I don't disclose my conversations with the president, sir.
These were specific questions we asked you all along. What's the strategy? These are real consequences for the American people. Tariffs are a tool. It can be used in the appropriate way to protect U.S. jobs and small businesses. But that's not what this does. So if it's not market manipulation, what is it? Who's benefiting? What billionaire just got richer? And all the while, there are not even any Republicans left in this hearing. They all left because they don't even want to defend this. But meanwhile, the speaker is rushing to the floor to pass a budget reconciliation to screw America by passing the biggest tax cut in history on the backs of the American people. WTF? Who's in charge? Because it sure doesn't look like it's the trade representative. You just got the rug pulled out from under you. I wish I could feel some empathy, but the empathy I have is for the American people, whose very well-being and livelihoods are being affected. This is not a game. This is real life.
For more such videos, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.